All right, this is not something that I do often on Orange County Hardcore Scenester, where I want to start doing more of this kind of stuff. But right now, I'm going to the house that Popeye was living at in Huntington Beach with his mom when he and I first met. And this is pretty exciting for me because this is the house that has the garage that if you've seen the Rochambeau record, and yep, it's the second turn in just like I remembered it. If you see the Rochambeau record, you'll see that that is the record that's the back cover of that record, shot in that garage. So I am coming now, and yep, there he is. There he is. Hold on. Here he is. He's walking up. There's my buddy. There he is. There's my guy. There he is. So, Popeye, what happened in that garage behind you? The one with the two cars.
This is the house that my mother and I used to live in back in the early 90s. And in the garage is where I had my desk. And that eventually became the back cover photo for the Rochambeau album, shot in that garage. And now, decades later, coincidentally, my mom just coincidentally moved back to this same neighborhood, and now she lives across the street.
Next question for you. Did you doctor up that desk at all?
Absolutely.
Always kind of wondered.
It was always, I've always been one to have a messy desk, but yeah, of course I wanted to clutter it up a little bit and put some little gems in there. Some of them are, some little inside jokes that, only my closest friends would understand. But yeah, the overflowing ashtray in particular, I saved that for months and that is just so many cigarette butts, and had them stored in a Ziploc bag because it stunk to high heaven. And then finally got to use it, put it on the desk, and then as soon as that photo was done, I was like, okay, great, I can throw this in the trash because the garage smells.
And so then you also told me the Outspoken, the back cover of the Current, or the front cover?
Yeah, Hartsfield called me one day and said, hey, I heard there's a pool where your mom lives. And I said, yeah. And he's like, well, I want to come take a photo, and I have this idea, blah, blah, blah. So he came over, and Isaac from Chorus of Disapproval came along, and we walked over to the pool, and Hartsfield jumped in the pool with this underwater camera and started snapping photos. And I've tried to explain to my mom that she has a hand in Orange County hardcore history, and she's like, oh, that's nice.
Okay, so you were saying you guys shot the cover or the back cover of the Current?
The cover photo for the Outspoken, the Current EP, was in this here swimming pool, which is also in my mom's housing complex where she lived, where she recently moved back.
So you guys created the water by Hartsfield going in with like an underwater camera?
Yeah, he just kind of showed up with a pair of swim trunks and Isaac Golub in tow, and yeah, we just kind of hung out here, and Mike splashed around and took some photos, and that was that.
So they were always sort of doing kind of death toilet-y stuff, it seems.
No, I don't think they were.